Hello everyone, welcome again to our YouTube channel, that is DevK Designs. With the design lectures on different design basics and concepts, we are starting our new design software tutorials with the first software, that is AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a commercial computer aided design software used for mostly drafting purpose. AutoCAD is first developed and marketed by Autodesk. The first AutoCAD software designed and developed was in December 1982 for the desktop app running in microcomputers. AutoCAD is a semi-parametric low-end software. So without wasting our time, let's turn ourselves to our laptop screen and start our tutorial.
Hey guys, so let's start our first tutorial on AutoCAD. We are going to use the Autodesk AutoCAD full version of 2020 for our tutorials so that I could cover more advanced features in our advanced lectures. Actually, we have two different versions to work with. One is the AutoCAD Lite version and other is which we are using now, Autodesk AutoCAD full version. Once you open your application, you will find the main screen consisting of the Start Drawing box. By selecting this box, you will enter into the drawing environment. So here at the left of the screen, you have the application button which has all frequently used tools. And we have the quick access toolbar. Below the quick access toolbar, we have the tabs like home, insert, annotate, parametric, content, view, etc. etc. Below those tabs, we have the ribbon bar. And in the ribbon bar, we have different panels where the drawing tools and different tools are present. Like first is the draw tool, second is the construction tool, the third is the detail tool, etc. etc. And this center space is your drawing environment where you are going to have all your drawings and designs. The lower center portion consists of the command bar. This is always activated for using the shortcut functions of different commands. Here at the lower side we have our status bar toggle which helps us for precision measurements and drawings. Actually we have two different methods to activate any of the command. The first one is by directly clicking left mouse button to the command and second using the command alias. So the command alias is nothing but using the shortcut for the command by directly typing that command using keyboard. For example, the first is we can directly use the line command by clicking on the line. So here the function has started. Okay, and the second is we can directly use the initial command alias L for line. So L and then enter. Here we are in the line command, and for escaping from every command we use the escape button. Okay, so before starting we must know the mouse function very well. Here we are using every button for specific functions. The left button is used for selection. The right is used for contextual menu. The central middle scroll or button is used for different users. First is used for panning. The second is used for scrolling, zoom in and zoom out. Double click for fit to screen. Okay. For starting our basics of drawing, every time you need to set two different things. The first is the units and second is the limits. So what are the units? UN is the its shortcut. You are going to pay in the units. Here are the units. Here we can set our different scales: inches, feet, mm, centimeter, meter, etc. etc. We are going to keep it in mm. And here we are going to set decimals up to 4 digits and angle into the degrees. Okay, precision is 0. Okay, it's okay. The second is the limits. So LIM is its shortcut. So we are in the limits. So we have to first set our lower left corner of our page. So it is always going to be a 0 tab 0, 0 tab 0, enter. And the second is going to be the 210 tab 297, as we are going to consider a A4 size page. So now we have set our limits as a A4 size page. So after setting our limits and units, we are ready to go for our first tutorial. So start from the basic. The first command is our line command. For every line we have to determine two different points. The first is the start point and the second is the end point. Okay, so we have to determine the two different points for every line, and Here are the different points. Okay, so this is our line command. We have to determine two different points, the start point and the end point. So now what if you have to draw only lines in the r 90 degrees, like we have to draw a square or a rectangle or so a section. Okay, so for that we have the advanced function, that is the ortho mode function. Its shortcut is the F8 key, function 8 key. So whenever you will start the ortho mode function, your line will only go into the 90 degrees. Okay, so now let's see. Look, your line is only going to only gonna go in the 90 degrees, like this. So whenever you have to draw any circle, sorry, any square or any rectangle, you have to use this advanced mode, that is ortho mode. Okay, so we have different advanced modes like ortho mode, like polar tracking. So I'm gonna explain you everything. So we have started with the basic line command, then we have used the ortho mode. So now after that you have the polar tracking mode. So what is the polar tracking mode? The polar tracking is nothing but setting the angle to a specified multiples. Like you are having different multiples. The first is the 90, 180, 270, 360. The second is 45, 90, 135, 180. Now I have set it to 30, 60, 90 degrees. Okay. So when you will select the line command, you are going to get the snaps. Like now it is going to 0 degree, and then it is going to in the 30 degree, 60 degree. Look, it's like quick snapping with the angles for which we have set. Like this is going to 150. Now again is going to set to the 30, again 60, multiple 150, 30, then 60. Okay, so after polar tracking we have the dynamic input length and tab. So what is the dynamic input length and tab? Okay, the function key for dynamic input is F12. So whenever you are going to add the F12 function, you are going to get a tab with your cursor. So this tab is nothing but the dynamic input tab. So what does it work for? When I specify the first point, the second point I can specify with directly the dimension I need, like 120 mm. Okay, then I also can specify the uh, dimension with the angle, like I am setting here 30 degree and 120 mm. So this function is mostly used when we have the all the dimensions and we have to set them with every function. Okay, like again I am going to set it minus 30 degree with 120 mm. Okay, so this function is really important in our designing. Okay, then we have the polyline. So the line and polyline are exactly the same, just the difference is, let me tell you the difference. Here I am drawing a line. Okay, and the same I am having the polyline. So the difference between line and the polyline is, here I can select a single line on the single click. Okay, but here the polyline is always going to select on a single click, as the polyline is always adjoined with each other, and in single line we can delete a single portion and a single part, but in polyline we can't delete a single portion. If you delete, the whole line will going to disappear. So this is the difference between the line and the polyline, except that everything is the same in the line and the polyline. Okay, the next is the circle command. So in circle command you have different options. The first is the circle radius. You can draw a circle through the center point, that you have to specify the center point of the circle, and you can take the radius. That's why it's named is circle radius. You can specify it as 120 mm its radius. Okay, The first is center radius, then the second comes is center diameter. In this you have to specify the center point of the circle, and then the diameter of your circle. Like I have set it as 120 mm radius. Now I'm going to set it as 240 mm diameter. Look, both circle look the same. As in first we have set the radius, and in second we have set the diameter. Okay, then we have the 2 point circle. So it creates a 2 point circle. I have to define 2 points through which the circle is going to appear. The first is here and the second is, you can consider it's the center point. Okay, then you have the 3 point circle, in which we have to specify the 3 point, which is first is going to the center, and then a circular or a circumference, like this. Okay, so after the 3 point circle we have the tan radius. So for the tan radius you have to set this point, first tan, then second tan, and then the radius of the circle 200. Okay, means let me explain you again. Tan radius, it's like we have the two lines, first one, second one, and we have the radius of the circle. So for this selection we have to select the first line, that's going to be tan, then the second line, that's going to second tan, and the radius of the circle. Okay, and the again this third is the tan, in which you have the three lines but you don't have the radius of the circle. So let me explain this. One line, two line, and the three lines. Okay, so using this function over here, tan, tan, and tan. Okay, so now you get the function. If you won't have the radius and you have the 3 points in the three lines circumference, so you will get the tan function. You can use it there. After this circle function you have the arc. So arc is used where you don't have to determine a complete circle, you just need an arc. So the first arc is 3 point arc. In this 3 point arc you have to determine the first point, the second point, and the third point according to your requirement. Okay, like this. It is a 3 point arc, means you can take it like this: first point, second point, and third point. Okay, it is a simple arc, the 3 point arc. Then it's having the start, center, end arc. In this you have to determine the start point, the center point, and the end point. It's both are like similar arcs: start point, then center point, and then end point. Means you have to determine, like, let me show you properly. Start point is like, means suppose this is your start point, then this is your center point. So from the start point to the center point, it is going to consider the radius, and you will get a circular arc as which you need require within the angle. Now I'm going to set it as 30 degree. Means like it is going to be from here to here, from the center to this 30 degree, and the rest is here, which as we require. So we have different arcs like start center angle, start center length, and we can't cover all of them. So you can just go through the directions and the useful comments given in the whenever you will click that function. So the next is the center line. It's the simple. You can get a center line from center to center. It's not means something to be explained. Okay, then the center line cross, it's like you have to determine a center line or from a circle center for to a four line. Okay, these are just you just need to once check out them and you will get the function properly. Okay, and if you have any trouble in this video or in the further lectures, then please comment me below, and please like, share and subscribe, and connect with me for further more videos. Okay, and next in the next video we are going to start our construction and for basic simple drawings. So stay connected, and thank you for being with me till the end.